Okay, so you say that your daughter is having some problems with being uncooperative when you ask her to do something and being disrespectful. Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions to try to get down to the bottom of why she's doing what she's doing, and I need you just to respond. You can tell me that she never does it, that she rarely does it, or she sometimes does it, or often. Okay? Won't take us but a few minutes. Do you think that Rebecca is disrespectful and uncooperative to get attention?
Never.
Never. Okay. Do you think Rebecca is uncooperative and disrespectful to escape work or learning situations?
Often.
Often. Do you think Rebecca is disrespectful and uncooperative as a form of self-stimulation?
Never.
Do you think Rebecca is disrespectful and uncooperative because she is in pain?
Never.
Do you think Rebecca is uncooperative and disrespectful to get access to preferred items such as toys, food, beverages? Sometimes. Do you think Rebecca is disrespectful and uncooperative because she likes to be reprimanded? She likes to get in trouble? Never. Is Rebecca uncooperative and disrespectful when asked to do something such as getting dressed, brush her teeth, finish her work?
Often.
Is Rebecca disrespectful and uncooperative even if she thinks no one is in the room to hear?
Never.
Is Rebecca disrespectful and uncooperative more frequently when she is ill, when she's sick, not feeling well?
Sometimes.
Is Rebecca disrespectful and uncooperative when you take something away from her?
Sometimes.
Is Rebecca disrespectful and uncooperative maybe to draw attention to herself?
Never.
Is Rebecca disrespectful and uncooperative when she doesn't want to do something?
Always.
Is Rebecca uncooperative and disrespectful because there's nothing else to do?
Never.
Is Rebecca uncooperative and disrespectful when there is something bothering her physically?
Never.
Is Rebecca uncooperative and disrespectful when you have something that she wants?
Sometimes.
Is Rebecca uncooperative and disrespectful to try to get a reaction from you?
Never.
Is Rebecca uncooperative and disrespectful to get people to leave her alone?
Often.
Is Rebecca uncooperative and disrespectful in a highly repetitive manner, ignoring her surroundings?
Sometimes.
Is Rebecca uncooperative and disrespectful because she is physically uncomfortable?
Never.
Is Rebecca uncooperative and disrespectful when a peer or a friend has something that she wants?
Rarely.
Is Rebecca uncooperative and disrespectful maybe as a means of saying, come see me or look at me when she's doing a particular behavior?
Never.
Is Rebecca uncooperative and disrespectful? Does she seem to be saying, leave me alone or stop asking me to do this?
Often.
Does Rebecca seem to enjoy being disrespectful and uncooperative?
Never.
Does the behavior being disrespectful and uncooperative seem to indicate to you that she's not feeling well?
Never.
Does she seem to be saying, when she's being disrespectful and uncooperative, does she seem to be saying, give me that, whatever that is, a toy, food, or an item, when engaging in the...
Rarely.
Thank you very much.